Bob Marley, one of the greatest reggae artists in the world that ever lived. Besides having an epic impact in the music world, he also influenced the use of drugs to symbolize free spirit to his followers. But as Nestor Robert Marley, he was your average Jamaican boy born in the street of parish of St. Anne's in 9 Miles. Growing up, Bob had a hard life, with a father as captain of the Royal Marines, who shortly after left Bob and his mother to move to Kingston, where Bob began to draw his own ideas from life, which was how he hated the inequality, injustice, and poverty in the town, but it led him to use it as an inspiration for his music. In his days living in Kingston, Bob had formed a new friendship with Neville Livingston, also known as Bunny. From the friendship came Bob's first interaction with music. Deriving from the Bob and Bunny's friendship grew even stronger, and they began to build up a relationship with music. Bob and Bunny would sit around and listen to music from various American stations, mostly coming out of New Orleans. A few artists they listened to were Ray Charles, Fats Domino, Curtis Mayfield, and Brooke Benton. Though Bob still had school to finish, but he still made time for his music. Bob's ambition led him to take vocal lessons from a famous singer named Joe Higgs, who lived in his town. That's where Bob and Bunny got to meet Peter McIntosh, another youth with big musical ambitions. And from here on out, Bob would chase his dream of being a singer with mission to change the world. Bob finally got a big break in 1962 when he auditioned for a local music entrepreneur named Lucille Kong, who was blown away by Bob's amazing voice. Lucille then allowed Bob to record his own music in his studio where work was done. Songs like Judge Not, Terror, One Cup of Coffee. Even though Bob was new to the whole music scene after his recordings, he attracted the attention of many people, which led him to jumpstart of his career. Bob asked Bunny and Peter to join him to form a new reggae group called the Wailing Wailers. New group had a Rastafarian drummer, Alvin Patterson. Alvin introduced the Wailers to Clement Coxon Dodd, a record producer in Kingston. In 1963, Clement auditioned the Wailers and was impressed by their talent, and he agreed to record them. Jamaicans mostly listened to ska music that time. Before moving to America, he met a girl named Rita Anderson and fell in love with her. In 1966, he got married to Rita. He also had few more wives and different kids with them. Bob had 10 kids in total with different wives, and he had multiple kids with Rita. He only spent 8 months in the U.S. While he was there, he worked hard to finance his musical ambition. After 8 months, Bob went back to Kingston. Bob again formed a group with Bunny and Peter, just named the Wailers. Rita also started her career with them as a backup singer. Rita really inspired Bob towards Rastafarianism. Rastafarianism is a monotheistic religion for Jamaican Christians. Devotees of the religion worship Haile Selassie, the first emperor of a province in Ethiopia. A part of their religion is to smoke cannabis, otherwise known as marijuana. The Wailers' commitment towards Rastafarian into a conflict with the Coxon Dodd, so Dodd stopped working with the Wailers. Wailers formed their own record label, Wailin' Soul. After a while, the Wailers met Lee Perry, who transferred recording studios. Technology resulted in some of the finest music recordings, such tracks as Soul, Rebel, Dub You Concur, 400 Years, and Small Axe. These songs weren't just classics, they defined the future of reggae. In summer of 1971, Bob received an invitation from Johnny Nash to accompany him in Sweden, where the American singers took a film score commission. While in Europe, Bob secured a recording contract with CBS, Nash's company. In 1972, the entire Wailers were in London promoting their single with CBS, Reggae on Broadway. In 1973, the Wailers released another album named Burning. His last album with the Wailers was released in 1980. He also performed a single called Could You Be Loved, and that was a great hit. While playing soccer, he injured his wounded toe. Bob went to a doctor for a checkup where he diagnosed as melanoma, and he was recommended to have an amputation of his toe. As a Rastafarian, it was part of his religion not to have an amputation. Amputation was considered sinful in his religion. Bob got infected by cancer shortly thereafter. On May 11, 1981, Bob Marley died at a hospital in Miami. Bob was given an official funeral by the people of Jamaica, attended by the Prime Minister. Bob's dead body was taken to his birthplace, 9 miles. Bob was 36 years old when he died, but his music still stays alive. This is Raj Kumar, and this is a Watertown High School media production.